Hi everyone.
Greetings, friends.
It's the Jim
And Dave.
Beer Review.
Hey Dave, what's on tap for this beer review?
We have Stoudts Hefe and Wheat.
Heifer
From Stoudts Brewing Company.
and wheat. Wow.
It's got a cow in the middle of a wheat field.
So this is a Hefeweizen style beer.
Hefeweizen style.
Bavarian style Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen.
Hefen, God bless you.
Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen new is it?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Microbrewed beer, microbrewed and bottled by Stoudts Brewing Company, Adamstown, PA. Hey, another Pennsylvania beer.
There you go.
Zip code 19501. Don't know
I
where
don't
that
know
is.
where that is.
I think it's over there.
Somewhere over to the left-hand side.
Right.
So this beer on Beer Advocate is rated an 84 out of 100. The ABV is 5.0. This is about average.
There's a cow there. It's his half.
Like Hugh Hefner. It's an Oh.
It's on? Excusez-moi.
I just read somebody else's review on Beer Advocate.
Oh, don't read reviews. We're about to do our own.
Well, I will, but I wanted to see what they had to say about it.
Okay then.
I always reserve the right on my own because I'm a professional.
Well, we like beers that are based on the old various European tradition, whether it be Belgian or English or
lager,
German, in this case.
Pinden, Pale Ale.
So do we have any statistics on this particular one, my friend?
All it says is 5.0 alcohol by volume.
It's average beer, in other words.
Yeah, it's an average beer. That's what somebody else said. It's like, it's.
Well, I'll tell you what.
The stouts. What do we have? The stouts love.
We had something from there before.
The love stout.
Now this is not. This is opaque. The color isn't quite showing up on the TV behind us, in front of us, but I can't see through it. It looks very unfiltered.
It's very unfiltered. I can see when my finger goes back inside again. I see it get darker, and it gets a little lighter when I take my finger.
So, good crackle.
Yep.
Has a very wheaty smell to it.
Very weedy.
The wheat.
I was wondering what that smell was.
I guess
weedy.
is Hefeweizen is the Wiesen wheat in German?
Wheaten. Is that like Wheaten?
Yeah, I think it is. Is this show coming back?
That'd be cool if it was. I don't know.
I hope so. I like that. I thought it was
did
okay.
like it too.
Yeah, so it's very light on the SRM scale, but, obviously unfiltered. Which is good, because that's probably the way the beers really were back in the day. Although I was reading an article that said most beers back in the day, because they didn't understand how the proper way yeast works, because, before the days
What was mead?
Mead is honey. So
back in the day when they said, I want some mead, it gave you honey beer?
More or less, if you want to think of it as beer, but it was probably just another alcoholic beverages.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, let's just jump right into it. Not a whole lot of other thoughts about it. Yeah, tastes familiar. We've had stuff like this before. This is a true Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen.
Boy, I really wish I knew how to say this properly.
Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen.
Look at all the. What's this? It's got. Apparently, you can take
almost. I almost want to say a nutty character in a way, but not like peanut nutty. More like a.
It's a Care Redemption Ale.
Oh, well, that
you
makes
can take it to
difference.
Connecticut, Maine, Vermont, Delaware, Massachusetts, New York, Iowa, Oregon, Maine. Maine, you get 10% for the bottle, and all the other states you get 5 cents.
It's almost, I don't want to say minty, but it has that kind of minty bite to it.
I give it a 6.
I give it a 5. I mean, I'll finish it, but
5? Really that bad?
Well, it's not tickling me. I would not buy this beer.
I would not buy it again, unless there was anything sitting there next to Budweiser.
I'd take it over Budweiser. Of course, that's not saying too much.
No.
It's all right. If you like the style, if you like the Hefeweizen, if we're saying that correctly.
Hefeweizen.
If you're watching this on YouTube, please comment below if you know the proper way this is supposed to be pronounced. We could Google it, but we didn't do that beforehand, and of course the video is already being shot.
It doesn't taste that bad. There's not really an aftertaste to it.
No, I think it's got an aftertaste to it.
Not that bad.
I'm still tasting it.
Not a bad, overpowering taste. It's more like a wheat taste.
Yeah, it's very wheaty. It's almost wheaty to the point of being like
a piece of wheat in my mouth.
Like, you ever have like one of those mint drinks and it's got like a sprig of, I don't know, mint in it? I don't know.
Mint julep?
Yeah, it's alright, but yeah, I don't know. We've had better beers than this.
I've had many different beers that are better than this.
I got a feeling this beer might be better fresh. I don't know how fresh this bottle is. It might be very fresh. It might not be. But that's okay.
It says availability.
Let's say.
Summer.
So this is from last summer?
Unless it's this summer.
Is there a date on here? We always encourage any manufacturer of beers to please put a brew on date and perhaps a drink by date, if not a
made by date's okay. Made by
date's fine, but a drink by dates is mandatory unless it's one you should age, in which case you can have a drink after date, which is also kind of nice. Yeah, nothing. Stouts, work on your packaging. This style no doubt has a place. I can't imagine what the pairing would be as far as food goes. But,
and if it's available,
if it's a summer beer and this is first day of spring, second day of spring.
Did you bring out your stuff early, or is this from last year?
Yeah, if it's last year, then maybe we'll have to revisit it.
Because I went to Wegmans and got this off their craft.
Oh, well, Wegmans is known for having stuff for way too long. We had we once had a Yingling that we were reviewing. We decided to stop the review because it was skunked. And it was way past the date it should have been on the shelf. So it's entirely possible that this is too old. So Stouts, if you're watching this...
They were almost out, by the way. They were almost out. When I went to the craft section, most of the beers were already gone. They had to restock it. And I was like, I saw this one.
Is that the one in Collegeville?
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty full when I was there earlier in the week.
They had to restock it later in the week.
They didn't have any Hobbit beer left?
No, they had like a bunch of Pilsners, a bunch of the Belgian ales, and a bunch of the Stoudts Hefe. And they also had a monkfish.
Ooh, monkfish.
It was a Belgian style ale at 9% alcohol by volume with 35 IBUs.
All right, we're going to wrap this up because we don't have a whole lot more to say about it. No. Not for us, but hey, if you like this kind of style, please comment below. Subscribe to our channel. And we always like to give a quick disclaimer because we believe in responsible drinking. In other words, please don't drink if you're pregnant, don't operate heavy machinery or drive, obviously by extension. If you're under 21, don't drink this nonsense. Excessive drinking can cause health problems, and we should try to stay healthy. Everything in moderation, eat well, get some exercise. And the reason we try beers like this, even though they doesn't necessarily always tickle our fancies, because we believe that you, our viewers, should drink great beer.
And have a good laugh or two.
With your friends. Yes. And we like to think of you as our friends.
Yes. So 2 thumbs up, and see you next time. Subscribe, like, dislike, put some thought.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye, dear.